Hi, this is Christian from Djangolizer. In this video I will show you how to use the playback nicely, how you can prepare it for your study and practicing. So I loaded the minor swing exercises song, and it's probably one of the best songs to practice a minor song, because each chord has two measures, two bars, and it's only about three chords you need to learn to practice. So let's start with A minor. When I want to practice just one chord, I press the one or two bars loop selection. This is the selection here, instead of the full song. So you can see brighter space, you have this part gets played. What you could hear in the beginning is the count in. We don't need that really if you just play over one chord, so we can take that one outside and the playback starts directly. If you don't need anything like bass or guitar or less loud, so you can tweak those. As you wish. So this is nice for one single chord. Then when I'm done with the A minor, I practice over the D minor. When I'm done with the D minor chord for several minutes, I practice over E7, or let's say I can also combine them. I play these two chords, try to connect them. Then when I'm done with those two chords, I play over these two chords, which is a very often progression. It's the 5-1 progression, fifth mode, and the first mode, and so on. I can do that with the whole song. And when I'm fine with two chords, I can play over four chords. Then I practice the second part of this song, and at the end I can play all 16 bars. With this in my mind, this chord progression, I can also play over these chords, because the chords they are slightly different, but what I can play over those chords is actually the same. So what we have here, this is the infinity button. The loop gets repeated, never ending, until the battery dies or whatever. And here you can say, okay, let's play just 5 loops. Yeah, let's play maybe a little bit less. Let's say we practice 2 loops. No, actually, this time is for the whole song, it's not for the selection. So let's say we practice 4 loops, and then we take a break. So usually you should practice for about 3-4 minutes, then take a break for 1 minute, relax, close your eyes, and the brain has the time to digest, and then start again. So you can limit your time with this number. You can adjust this one until 19. Should be enough time to practice. So when I start to practice, I want to start with a slower tempo. So usually I start with 100 or 120, depends on my day, what I have. So you can also change the time in 5 steps, in a step of 5, and you can also use the keys M and N. They are above the spacebar, and the spacebar is used for start and stopping the playback. Here you can set what groove you wish to play. Djangolizer has at the time 2 grooves. It's the swing 440 and the 340 waltz. So you can play full song if you like also. Here you can see these red circles, which mean that these bars are muted, or this bar with this sign is meant that it's a hit on the one. It's just played. Let's loop 4 bars and listen to this one. Okay, now we take out the waltz. So you can practice a little bit. What about when you have breaks and there is no rhythm and you want to keep your time? So you can use those 2 buttons here. You can program them. So let's say you want to make these 4 bars muted at one time. So you select those 4 bars, you press mute all of them, and probably it's fine when you make a hit on the first one. So you have one certain point to start. And let's listen to this section. It's only so that's a hard one to stay in the rhythm, in the real tempo, to play something over these 4 bars. Yeah, I prepared a few examples in these minor swing exercises. You can check them out to practice with them. You can program by yourself some wicked mute bars, like in the middle of nowhere. You can make a mute bar and try to keep the tempo, track with the tempo. So that's it, what you need to know about the playback in Djangolizer. Hope you learned something, and see you next time.